Welcome to CBC Radio 2, 4 o'clock in Ontario, 4:37 at stage 485 FM. As you all know, I was away for 2 weeks, and now I'm going to give you some recap of Leafs. Leafs have lost 4 and they've only lost 1 and won 4 games straight. They had great victories over Montreal, winning 3-2, then beating Ottawa 5-1, and then beating Pittsburgh 4-3, and then winning the 4-3 in overtime to the Rangers. And then they had the other game, and then they lost tonight in overtime by John Tavares' overtime goal, losing 2-1 to the Islanders. They got a point. That's the important stuff. Now with the ladies, they beat Sudbury on Wednesday 4-0 in another show, tournament by Sacramento, the one that puts the Salt Lake over 20 offense in gear. And now with Viacom, I'm still doing my stuff with Viacom. They're going to move tomorrow night, but now I'd like to take a chance of Viacom, how they do it. Viacom is the biggest corporation. They own a lot of stuff. If you've seen any like VH1 or if you've seen a VH1 movie or anything, you'll see there's no corporation that Viacom has owned it. So Viacom is the largest corporation. They removed tens of thousands of YouTubers clips that were uploaded to YouTube without Viacom's permission. Those are short grain clips of the Colbert Report, Jon Stewart show, and everything. Even South Park was done that. If you've seen like the other one, like Cobra Cab, Viacom liked that video and uploaded to their Spike.com website. They liked it, and they put a pre-roll ad for 30 seconds of Splinter Cell, the games that you see on Xbox 360 and GameCube probably. Cobra Cab was not impressed. Even Will Blend wasn't impressed when they had the iPad video uploaded to their own iFilmSpike.com website. But before there was Spike.com, iFilm was the only website that people could upload their other ones. Like even if you look at YouTube 1985, Viacom liked that one. They uploaded by Mark Koval. Mark Koval said they didn't have permission to use my clip and upload it. But they've changed tons of thousands of clips that they've changed the names to. With Corgi Puppet and Rabbit. It's not a rabbit, it's a bunny. They renamed it. And if you look at anything, you'll see. But now they do a lot of toys, and I've started using a lot of those toys that my folks are reviewed that were the worst toys of yesterday and today. They're still making toys. Do you think Viacom even knows what they're doing to preschoolers and other kids that watch Nickelodeon and stuff? I have never found a sexual Naruto or Pokemon toy or a Mario or Luigi toy that's been overly sexual toy. Like this toy, for example, the Garra Plushie. Viacom does not own license to this toy. This toy has never been Have you seen any corporation on Viacom? No Viacom on his feet or his hands or even on his head. No Viacom. If you look at a tag on thing, it will not say Viacom. They don't own Naruto or Pokemon toys. They own mostly Dora the Explorer, Neopets, and SpongeBob toys. Do you think they're gonna make these toys to be? I've never found a sexual Garra toy that's been sexual or overly sexual. Plushies, they don't even own what they did to the plushies. They made the plushies. They sculpted them so well. Tony the company that makes all these toy plushies and stuff, they didn't hide it. They didn't even put this in boxes. They didn't even put a bag near them. They just shipped it out to stores without any bag, and they got these hands on the toys before they were notified. And Viacom does not even own these toys. If they had to own Garra, they made it Garra overly sexual and make Garra have a hidden trend here. But this Garra toy, has never ever been released in into Viacom's corporation. Even if look at this now. You think it's overly sexual? That Garra is overly sexual? I don't think he is. Garra agrees, don't you, Garra? He does agree that he's not overly sexual at all. So he agrees that he's not overly sexual, or Viacom does not own. They all own you, Garra, don't they? No. Yeah, they don't own you. They tell me that Green Energy owns you. The video games, they're not. Even the video games aren't overly sexual. Like I never found an overly sexual video game that has a hidden trend message there. Garra hasn't even been reviewed yet. This Garra, I used to have a toy review done, but then I thought I might review him today on the show, just to see how non-sexual he is. So Garra is the only one that's been non-sexual. I have a Pikachu that I'm gonna review tomorrow, in a few days, and you'll see that Pikachu is not sexual. I've seen a lot of toys that aren't sexual at all. So be careful with toys you buy that they aren't sexual. Buy these Garra toys. They're the hottest raised in the shops. Buy them. They're the hottest toy ever. You buy them. They're not overly sexual. You can do anything with them. These toys. They come from a lot of toy designers that made these toys. They sculpt them so good that they're gonna be the greatest toy ever that you ever held in your arms. These toys are the best. Aren't they, Garra? Yeah, Garra knows they're the best toys ever. If you buy any Dora's toys or SpongeBob toys, make sure if you don't know what the heck is that, leave it alone. Do not pick it up. Even clothing was sexual, like SpongeBob shirt and some other boxer shorts and some other costume from Alice. That's Hello My Velcro. Do you think if a teacher was at school, do you think they either have a job? They wouldn't have their job long. So, and now as we chart down the list, people were trying to get our ratings back up there since I was off for 3 days and there was no recaps. And after that there was no recaps, and our station was dropping down. We're trying to get back up there to #1 and beat other stations. The one that's the major corporation is CBC Radio 1. There's been CBC Radio 1, and they have a lot of stuff, and they're taking over us. If we can get this newscast, because we're burning daylight here at CBC Radio 2, and we're burning daylight, so we're trying to get back up there. We'll try our best to get back up there and win and get our rightful spot back to #1. We have dropped down to #3. We're below WJR in Detroit, and we're behind CBC Radio 1. Our two most competitors. The two competitors that we have are CBC Radio 1 and WJR Detroit. Those are the top most radio stations listen to. When people listen to 45 FM, they know that there was no recap when I was away for 2 weeks off, and this newsroom was not used. And our boss was okay with this. He didn't, so he kept all the news stories for me to do. Hope you enjoyed the music hour. That was on at 9 and at midnight. If you enjoyed those 2 music hours. And as we jar out of here, we're gonna say goodnight to all the people that are listening to this radio cast. Late night news, late night jazz is coming up. So good night, everybody. To everyone that's listening to CC Radio 2, have a great night. Hope you can get home safely. If you're working night shift at work, so have a good night. And we'll talk to you all tomorrow on CC Radio 2. And the movie's coming up tomorrow, so I might have a movie planned out for tomorrow. So, good night to everyone on CC Radio 2, and have a nice night. Jazz is next.